Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into a story that's as mysterious as it is fascinating. A story about an ancient Jewish tribe living in one of the last places you'd expect, China. That's right, I'm talking about the Kaifeng Jews, a community with over 1,000 years of history that's been hiding in plain sight. Buckle up because this is going to be one wild ride through history, culture, and identity. So, how did a Jewish community end up in China? To answer that, we need to travel back in time, way back, to the Song dynasty, around the 10th century CE. Historians believe that Jewish merchants from Persia, and possibly the Middle East, traveled along the legendary Silk Road to trade goods like silk and spices. These merchants eventually settled in Kaifeng, which was one of China's richest and most cosmopolitan cities at the time. Kaifeng was a bustling hub of commerce and culture, and it welcomed people from all over the world. The Jewish settlers were no exception. They built their lives there, established families, and even constructed a synagogue by the 12th century. That synagogue became the heart of their community for hundreds of years. But here's where things get really interesting. Over time, the Kaifeng Jews began to adopt aspects of Chinese culture while still holding on to their Jewish identity. Imagine celebrating Passover with Chinese-style dishes or incorporating Confucian values into daily life while still honoring Shabbat. They spoke Chinese, dressed like their neighbors, and even took on Chinese surnames like Zhao, Zhang, and Li. Yet they continued to practice Judaism, reading Torah scrolls written in Hebrew and maintaining kosher dietary laws. For centuries, life was good for the Kaifeng Jews. They were respected members of society, some even held government positions under various Chinese dynasties. But as time went on, things started to change. By the 17th century, their synagogue fell into disrepair due to floods from the nearby Yellow River. And as Imperial China grew more insular during later dynasties, outside influences, including Judaism, began to fade away. Without rabbis or formal religious leaders to guide them, many Kaifeng Jews gradually lost touch with their traditions. Fast forward to today, there are only a few hundred people in Kaifeng who identify as Jewish. Most have assimilated completely into Chinese society. Many don't even know they have Jewish ancestry until they start digging into family history. But here's where things get inspiring. In recent years, some members of this community have started reclaiming their Jewish heritage. They've learned Hebrew, studied Jewish texts, and even connected with Jewish communities around the world. So why does this story matter? Well, for one thing, it challenges our assumptions about what it means to be Jewish. We often think of Jewish communities in places like Israel or Europe, but here's proof that Judaism has roots in every corner of the globe. It also shows us how cultures can blend together beautifully without losing their essence. The Kaifeng Jews are living proof that identity isn't fixed. It evolves over time but can still hold on to its core values. And yet, there's still so much we don't know about this community. How did the Kaifeng Jews maintain their unique identity for nearly a millennium while being so isolated from other Jewish communities? What were the 70 Chinese surnames adopted by the Kaifeng Jews, and how did this practice affect their Jewish identity over time? What happened to their Torah scrolls? How did they interpret Judaism without rabbis for centuries? And could there be other hidden Jewish communities around the world waiting to be discovered? For instance, the Subbotniks Jews. They are a dwindling group of Jews whose ancestors were Russian peasants who converted to Judaism for unknown reasons in the past. These communities have maintained their Jewish identity in secret for generations, often facing persecution and isolation. The Belmonte Jews of Portugal. In the small town of Belmonte, Portugal, a community of crypto Jews managed to survive in secrecy for hundreds of years. They maintained their faith through strict endogamy and by hiding all external signs of their Jewish practices. Their discovery in the 20th century was a revelation to the wider Jewish world. Then there is the Jews of Botswana. In the southern African nation of Botswana, a small but growing Jewish community of about 100 people has established itself in recent years. Many are expats from Israel who have settled in the capital, Gaborone. This community is unique in that it's one of the few growing Jewish populations in southern Africa. Then there's also the Persian Jews. One of the oldest and largest Jewish communities in West Asia outside of Israel, the Persian Jews have a rich history dating back over 2,500 years. Despite their long presence in the region, many people are unaware of this significant Jewish population. Rather peculiar, however, are the African Jewish communities. There are several lesser-known Jewish communities across Africa, including groups in Uganda, Ghana, and Zimbabwe. These communities often have unique practices that blend local traditions with Jewish customs, creating distinctive forms of Judaism. These hidden or lesser-known Jewish communities demonstrate the incredible diversity and resilience of the Jewish people. They remind us that Jewish history and culture have touched nearly every corner of the globe, often in surprising and unexpected ways. The story of the Kaifeng Jews is a reminder that history is full of surprises, and sometimes those surprises are hidden in plain sight. So, what do you think about this hidden Jewish community? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think they'll be able to fully reconnect with their heritage? Or is this just another chapter in their long journey? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. And until next time, keep exploring.